at Misfits boxing press conferences. Why this fight for your man?
It's entertainment. We're in the entertainment business. I want to thank Eddie Hall for having the bollocks to take the job on. He knows the task ahead of him is impossible in front of him. But credit to him. I love things he does. I love him as a man. It's all business. You know, look at these great people, all excited, intrigued, just waiting on the edge of the seats for something to happen. But listen, it's all about these two special athletes tonight. It's not about me or anybody else. It's about these two men who are going to get in that ring as warriors and gladiators and entertain you all how you should be entertained. And I'm just proud to be part of all of that. My son here, I've done the best I can with him. I've trained him to the best of my ability because I know the force we're facing. You know, Eddie Hall, a man of his size and his power, can end you and switch your lights out in 1 second. So what we want to do is stay focused. We know it's a hard night's work, but we've took on. And we're here just to entertain you all. And you know, you're going to see something different. And as you can see, crossover boxing's at a new high. It's getting stronger and stronger. Thanks be to people like my son crossing over, Eddie Hall for me, his job. And I just want to give him a round of applause, both men.
Well, Eddie, I'll bring you in off the back of that because it's all calm and civilised from John Fury, but you've not said the same. You've said it's a different game. You said that this man walks around headbutting midgets and that he sent his son in to fight for him. Is it all calm and cordial now? Even yesterday, the war of words on John Fury was different to what we've just heard up there.
Listen, I've got massive respect for the Fury family. I think the name has done itself proud in the boxing world, and I can't sit here and mock a man. If he wants to sit here and be civil, I'm going to sit here and be civil. End of the day, it's about me and Tommy. We're going into this fight as sportsmen, and we're going to find out who the better man is, and that's all there is to it.
Well, Eddie, let's talk a little bit about the fight. Tommy Fury is the man in front of you. You guys have said you've sparred hard. The conditioning's good. You hit like a truck. Now just over 48 hours away. How does it feel? Is this different to anything you've ever done before?
I mean, of course it is. Every fight's different. You know, fighting Thor was insane. Fighting a 6'10" guy, 150 odd kilo, fighting in MMA against two people, fighting in Poland in the Dragon's Lair against world's strongest man. You know, every fight's different, and this is a different fight again. This is a professional boxer who's 11-0, not lost a fight yet. He's lived and breathed boxing since he was a little boy, probably 1 year old, coming out of his room, battering people in the nursery, you know. I've been boxing, 2 years, you know.
MMA,
yeah, well, I've been training MMA mainly for the last 2 years, and I've had 12 weeks to get back into my boxing frame of mind, so it's been hard. And I know I've got a very, very hard challenge ahead of me Saturday night, because Tommy's no mug, you know. He didn't accept this fight thinking he was going to lose, and I didn't accept the fight thinking I'm going to lose. So it's going to be all out.
Well, Tommy, let's bring you in. Welcome back, just over 48 hours out. Firstly, congratulations. Last week, the birth of your second child. Is it hard in camp being able to focus on the task in hand, knowing that obviously something very special is changing in your life as well?
First of all, I want to say thank you for everybody for turning out. And yeah, thank you for the congratulations. Listen, it's been a blessing. It's been the best week ever. Welcomed a new baby boy into my life, and I've got a wonderful missus at home in Molly, and she understands the job, and she understands what I've got ahead on Saturday night. So camp's been camp. I've trained my guts out for this, probably the hardest I've ever trained in my life. Because I know what's in front of me. I've got a man opposite me that can turn my lights off in less than a second, so I'm pinpoint. Everything's accurate to the letter. I've had every single style, the biggest of men in training camp. Obviously Tyson's on the other end of the phone for any questions, and he's been involved in this camp. And everything's gone to letter. I'm fit, I'm in the best shape of my life, and I'm looking on to put a great performance on Saturday night for Manchester.
Big John Fury, obviously a win on Saturday. Tommy's first time in the Misfits ring in over 2.5 years. The biggest and the baddest fights out there. You talk about the Jake Paul, the KSI rematches. You're seeing a different version of Tommy from a couple of years ago, a new man in the ring.
Well, yeah, because before he was one-handed and was doing training camps on one hand. A lot of people don't know that. But he's got two hands now, and he's trained well, and we have had a good camp. Things have gone, like he said, to the letter. Couldn't have gone any better. I'm pleased with him. He's put a lot of weight on, a lot of muscle. I think he's weighing about 212, 213 at the minute. You know, he's packing a bit of power, and we all know what happens. Speed kills, you know. But this is very interesting. I think with Eddie here now, I think this is the most dangerous fight he's having in his whole of his career, to be fair with you, because a man of this size, you've got to be switched on. Like, Tommy's got to be good for 6 rounds. He's got to be good for 1 second. You know, it's another Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. But we've prepared well. I'm knowledgeable. I know what we're up against, you know, and I'm very confident in my own ability to train a man to deal with a man like Eddie Hall. And like I say, Tommy's not a weak man. He can bench press 160, he can rep it 10 times. He's nowhere near as strong as Eddie, because that's Eddie's field. Half a ton deadlift, 500 kilograms. You've got to take that to a man like that. But let me tell you, fighting is not weightlifting. I hope he has prepared well for this boxing match, and I'm sure he has. He's got good people around him. But it's going to be edge of the seat stuff. Like we seen a couple of weeks ago, Rico against Usyk. Who would have thought that outcome would have ended like it did, and anybody in the world would not have said Rico would have done what he done. But in the sport of fighting, combat sport, nothing is a given. Any man who climbs up that ring willing to get in there and fight is a danger to anyone. So we've not left a stone unturned. We've trained very well for this. You know, I'm just looking forward to Saturday night and having a great show and a great performance. And at the end of the day, it's all down to you guys, and we want to satisfy you guys. And I'm sure they want to do the same. I can't really say much more, but you know what? It's going to be a great night of boxing.
John, I have got to ask you one more, albeit so calm and respectful and polite up here. When the fight was announced, Eddie was saying that really the beef that he had was with you. You were sending in your son to defend the family name. Is that what this is?
Let me tell you, young man, you. Stop trying to cause trouble, because I'll put you across my knee. I'll put you across my knee. So stop trying to cause trouble. These men are going to cause enough trouble Saturday night, so behave yourself.
All right, that's my warning, John. I do apologise. I'm just trying to sell.
Thank you very much.
On Saturday night. Eddie Hall, you're a weightlifter, you're not a boxer. They've obviously prepared well for you. What do you make of John's comments there?
I think he's spot on. It sounds like he's got some big guys into the camp. I know he's got other strongmen in the camp, whether that's to lean on or whatever. But a bit like myself, we've tried to fight every avenue, and that's the thing with boxing. There's so many different styles, and obviously Tommy's got his style. So I've had a very good variety of fighters in my sparring, and I'd like to think I've covered as much areas as possible, and hopefully we get the job done on Saturday.
We saw you say at the media day that you have to get a knockout. You don't want to see this fight go to 6 rounds. Obviously, you'll have the engine. You'll believe that you've done that, but you really want to see a highlight reel on Saturday night. You believe we're going to see an Eddie Hall highlight reel in the ring there.
I think anyone with 2 eyes and 2 ears knows if it goes 6 rounds, Tommy's going to win on points. You know, there's no way I'm going to outbox a boxer in that respect. So yeah, when I say it's going to be a knockout, it's not going to be a rhino running at his prey. It's going to be a very calculated precision knockout punch. You know, if it goes the 6 rounds, I am prepared to go the 6 rounds. But I say the only way I win is that knockout.
The only way he wins is the knockout. That's what you would have been training, preparing for, Tommy. What do you make when you see that man? Is that a man who's ready to step in the ring with you?
Yeah, listen, I know Eddie's trained his guts out for this, because I know him as a man, and to do what he's done in his career, he's got to train hard to achieve what he's achieved. But leave no mistake, this is a 6-2-minute contest. I've been doing 12 3-minute rounds in camp. I'm as fit as a butcher's dog. I've boxed 8 rounds in fight competition. I'm doing 12 rounds in the gym. I'm as fit as anything. I can do double the distance, but for me, I'm looking to put on a clinic and show what I've got, because all throughout my career, I still don't think any of these people have seen even 20% of what I can do. We know what happens behind closed doors and the people who we have in camp. So it's just about transferring that into the ring. And I truly believe on Saturday night a lot of people are going to be shocked, because don't count me out. I know a lot of people saying I can't punch, I ain't got no power, but I've been one-handed for 90% in my career, and on Saturday night things change.
Tommy, I wanted to pick up on that. There's been so much talk about the power from Eddie Hall, the size of him. You believe you put that man mountain on the deck of the canvas on Saturday?
Listen, Eddie is a massive man. He's 100 times bigger size than me, but at the end of the day, anyone over 13.5 stone, if they crack you on the jaw, you're going over. So it's not about being 500 pounds or 300 pounds or 200 pounds. If anyone hits anybody, I truly believe they're going. I've been doing this a very long time. And like I say, I know what I've done behind closed doors, and I'm sure Eddie's prepared well. I've prepared well, and I'm going in there for 110% and nothing on Saturday night.
Eddie, I'll ask both guys the same question. You can never overlook the man that you're fighting on Saturday, but a win here puts you up in contention with some of the biggest fights. This is huge, but you're here to stay. You want this to be the future for the time for Eddie Hall in the Misfits boxing ring.
Yeah, I mean, look, first off, win, draw, or lose. You know, this is sport. Never look beyond this fight, so we've got to get this one out of the way. But yeah, there's other fights I want to get my hands on. Dylan Danis is definitely one in MMA. And who knows? Misfits have always putting fucking stupid things under my nose. So who knows what's next? But yeah, let's concentrate on this fight that's in front of me first.
Tommy, I've got to ask you as well. Over 2.5 years ago was the last time that we saw you actually get in the ring when it was a Misfits boxing ring. All the biggest nights. We know that you want to be a boxer. You enjoy everything else, but you'll always introduce yourself as a boxer. You're here to stay now. A statement on Saturday, and then rematches maybe.
Listen, at the end of the day, I've said this all week, I'm not interested